Inequality. Any statement which compares any two given values or expressions which are not equal. They are basically separated by these operators: less than, greater than, equal to, or also there may be a combination of less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Then those kind of statements are known as inequality. There are basic rules for solving inequality. The first is very simple and it follows for a simple addition or subtraction. If the same number is added or subtracted, then it has to be done from both the sides. It is very simple for addition and subtraction. Now, for multiplication and division, there are two different rules. If it's by a positive number, then all the signs remain same and there is no basic change. But if it is done by a negative number, we have to follow the rule of change, change, change. This is the key rule that needs to be followed. Otherwise, the result will become exactly opposite. The things will become more clearer with a basic example. So the first example is 4x is greater than equal to 2x plus 5. Now how do we solve this? So 4x minus 2x will be greater than equal to 5. So 4x minus 2x is 2x is greater than equal to 5. So x has to be greater than equal to 5 by 2, or x has to be greater than equal to 2.5. Now based on this we solve the equation. This is a very simple thing where everything was added or subtracted, or it was by a positive number. So this has no application of the rule of change, change, change. Now the next one, it is 2x is greater than equal to 3x plus 9. Now what do we do? For solving, we subtract minus 3x over here. So 2x minus 3x will be greater than equal to 9. So minus x will be greater than equal to 9. Now we don't want the answer to be in terms of minus x. We want it in terms of x. So basically what do we do is we multiply everything by a minus 1. We have to make this positive. So basically we change this to plus. We change this to this sign and 9 becomes minus 9. So our answer becomes x less than equal to minus 9. So this is the simple and basic application of the change, change, change rule, which is the most important thing. Now we have to see that how they are represented on a simple number line. So if the basic inequality is x greater than a, now what will be the solution on the number line? If this is a, now x has to be anything which is greater than a. So all the points which are greater than a are marked over here. So this is the basic solution. Now similarly, if it is greater than equal to a, so what's the difference? We just represented it with the closed circle. So that implies that a is also a part of the solution. So when we include the sign of greater than equal to, then a also becomes a part of the solution. Similarly, if it is less than a, then this part of it, that is the left hand side of a, will be the solution. Again, if it is less than equal to, a will also be a part of the solution. Then there may also be cases where x is greater than a but less than b. So x is basically a part of the solution between a and b. But now see, if since it is not having the equal to sign, a and b are not parts of the solution. These are some of the basic representations of a number line, which is a general case. We can try and solve it for different cases as well. Now if it is done in two variables, then we have to represent the solution on the Cartesian plane, that is the xy plane, right? Now let's consider the basic thing, that is x plus y is greater than equal to 4. So the first step that we need to do is draw the basic graph of the equation. And how do we do that? We keep it as x plus y equal to 4. Whatever be the equation, we make it first equal to the and write the solution or graph the solution, and then what do we do is we draw the line of the graph and then we mark the portion based on the sign. So let's see this. X plus y is greater than equal to 4. So the first step is x plus y equal to 4. Now for drawing the equation, I have solved it using a very theoretical and a manual method. But you can also use any sort of graphing tools that you want. It will become easier, but it's always better to know how to solve it manually. So x plus y equal to 4. So if the value of x is 0, y has to be 4 because 0 plus 4 is 4. Similarly, 4 plus 0 is 4, 1 plus 3 is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4. So I have just marked these points. This point will be 0, 4. This point will be 1, 3. This point will be 3, 1. This point will be 4, 0. So for drawing a straight line, 2 points are sufficient enough. So I have just given all 4, so it's better to get a proper straight line. Now you see that based on this particular straight line, there are 2 portions of the graph. One is this part, one is this part. I have represented that as 1 and 2. So how do we graph the solution? It is told that x plus y has to be greater than equal to 4. Now we take any one point on either side of it. So for us, the easier point is to take the origin because it's 0, 0. It's easier to calculate. So let's put it over here. Now 0 plus 0 is greater than equal to 4. Is that correct? Because 0 greater than equal to 4 is not correct. 0 is less than 4. So this is the part of the solution, which is part A, but that is not giving us the correct solution. So our solution will be this part of it, and we have to also include the line over here because it is greater than equal to. Okay, so portion A or portion 2, that is the correct solution based on this. For SAT exam purposes, you can also use Desmos directly to mark the region, and it will give you a very simple and fast and innovative way to solve the question. But when you don't have a Desmos, or if you want to do it manually, then you have to follow this method. I'll just solve 1 or 2 questions so that it's easier to strengthen the concepts. Now, which of the following is not a solution to the given inequality? Let's solve this. 3x minus 5 is greater than equal to 4x minus 3. So 3x minus 4x greater than equal to minus 3 plus 5, right? So that gives us minus x greater than equal to 2. Now see, we don't want it in terms of minus x. We want it in terms of plus x. So change. So that becomes x less than equal to minus 2, right? Now see, which of the following is not a solution? X has to be less than minus 2. Minus 2 is a solution. Minus 3 is less than minus 2, that's a solution. Minus 5 is also less than minus 2. So option A is the correct choice. Now the second question. There are 2 equations given, and we have to say that which quadrant has no solution. I'll solve it very manually step by step, but you can definitely use Desmos, which will give you a faster solution. So y greater than equal to 2x plus 1 and y greater than half x minus 1. So for the first part, y will be equal to 2x plus 1 because we have to first graph the solution. So x and y, we need to find at least 2 points to draw the curve. If x is 0, what will be y? Y will be 1 because 2 into 0 is 0 plus 1. If x is 1, y will be 2 into 1, 2 plus 1, that is 3. If x is 2, it will be 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. Similarly, for this y equal to half x minus 1. So x and y, let's find at least 2 or 3 points. So if it is 0, then y will be minus 1. Now I don't want to take 1 because it will give me in terms of fractions. So I'm just taking it as 2. So half into 2 will be 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. And second, I'll take it as 4. So 2 minus 1 will be 1. Now let's draw the graph. Okay. So if this is the graph, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, this is the point 0. I'll just mark points over here, right? If I just mark points over here, it will be easier for us to plot and check. Now for the first point, it is 0, 1, 1, 3, okay, and 2, with 5. So this is my line. Now what does this say? It has to be greater than equal to 2x plus 1. So I can obviously choose the point 0, 0 and check that which is the solution. So if it is 0, 0, now 0 greater than equal to 2 into 0 plus 1. So 0 greater than 0 plus 1. 0 greater than equal to 1. Is this correct? It's not correct. So my solution is in this plane, right? My solution is in this plane because 0, 0 is not a solution. Everything will be over here. Now similarly, let's solve it for the next part of it. Here it is 0 minus 1. So this is the solution. 2, 0 and 4, 1. Okay. This is my second line. Let's draw the line. Again I'll take 0, 0 because this is point over here and it's easier. So 0 less than half into 0 minus 1. So 0 greater than, less than, I'm sorry, it should be greater than 0 minus 1. 0 greater than minus 1. Now this is correct, right? Because 0 is greater than minus 1. So my solution over here should be 0 greater than minus 1. So this is actually a correct point. So this is also correct. Now what do we have to see is which is, if it is a system of equation, then we have to see that which quadrant has no solution. So both has to be satisfied. Now we know this is quadrant 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Now this part of it is in quadrant 1, right? And this has both the solutions. So this is correct. Now this part of it is in quadrant 2. This also has both. This part of it is in quadrant 3. This also has both. Now in quadrant 4, only this line has some part of the solution, but this line definitely hasn't. So quadrant 4 has no solution. Now this is a sample question for SAT and so you can definitely use Desmos, but I wanted to give you a manual method to solve the question. If you all want to solve more questions and more word problem, check the shorts from this channel and it will be provided in the playlist. Thank you.